Kind of fell behind on recording, but that's why recording in advance is good. The time of recording this, I'm just a few hours away from uploading. I think it's part 22. I don't know why I'm giving you all this information, but I'm still committed to the plan, which would be this again. Still a ways off from that. It's true, this is not a price, this is a warning. I do agree with that. Yeah, they're totally random frost halos. I'm pretty sure what I said about mini bosses is true, though, that they can't have random halos. I mean, this early on, it has to be fortune, I think. No, that's not how you do that. It's interesting that the recoil of the chamber heads can kind of be used to manipulate them into getting close to hazards like those explosives. I never thought about it until I've been watching some playthroughs that are further behind than me. I just destroyed that shiny block. I'm pretty sure that's affected by your multiplier, so I guess you can min-max that if you want. I assume, anyway. Because the person I was watching mentioned that, and I'd never even considered it before. It's not anything I would do, though. Bandage. I mean, it's floor 1. If bandage isn't good now, then it's never good. I mentioned Void Stranger while I was solving the block puzzles in one of the trials. I do really like Void Stranger. Couldn't put it down until I finished it at the time. Took me over 100 hours to do so. But or at the very least I didn't play any other games until I got to the actual ending. But as much as I love the game design of Void Stranger, there's one aspect of it that has kind of soured me over time, and the more I think about it, the less I like it. And that would be the story. I think it really got out of hand, and I don't know how much... I actually managed to micro that. Versus... Why am I killing this? I could have just ignored one of the ghost blocks. But, you know, I really think Void Stranger should have been a much smaller and more concise story than it is. It goes off the deep end. I don't want to spoil anything about it still, because I do respect the game. But I felt like any human drama became irrelevant in the face of everything that is revealed. And yet I didn't particularly care about... It's hard to talk about without spoiling it. I'll just leave it at that. The story didn't really work for me. Whereas Zero Ranger, it had some crazy stuff in the story, but... Oh, that's interesting. Wasn't that a specific unique weapon? I'm curious to try that. Yeah, the rest of these are kind of boring. Weathered Soulstone. Cool. Yep, that's what that unique weapon does. Isn't that kind of nuts? Skully. I guess I'll see. Right, Guardian. Oh, that pattern is different. It actually turns to hit you in the safe spot. Huh. I mean, I guess if I get this, I can open the... Sure. Why not? I'll try Nautilus. I hope. Well, I'll definitely remember it because of the effect, like I've said before. I think compared to Zero Ranger, Void Stranger's story soured me. Specifically because you have to put so much effort in to just end up with more questions. Or possibly even fundamentally questioning certain parts of the story. Zero Ranger is a pretty damn fun shmup. You're not going to be bashing your head against puzzles and stuff. Again, trying to avoid spoilers. For dozens of hours. Sure. So even the stuff about Zero Ranger that I don't really appreciate or can't understand is fine because the plot is still clear. We're saving the Earth from an invading force with a Death Star-esque thing. You know, I don't need to care about the antagonist's backstory because they never really told it to us. They just alluded to it. At the end of the day, you defeat the antagonist and save the world. And you can be satisfied with that even if you don't understand all of the backstory. With Void Stranger, I felt like all of the questions I had about the backstory kind of undermined the plot. Personally. Couldn't help but question, what is actually real and what did we even accomplish? And I'm not sure if they really meant for it to go that way. I still respect the hell out of System Erasure, though. Everything else about Void Stranger was pretty damn great. Maybe the pacing was a bit weird. There's like a huge chunk of puzzles that felt like a slog at a certain point in the game, but again, I don't want to elaborate. I don't know. I guess the discount is fine. It's floor 2. Haven't found the shop here yet. Oh yeah, this is a glitch room. I've heard people call them glitch rooms, and I guess that works. Ah. Well, that's... I see. And now it does that, yeah. Okay, that's a really cool room. I guess when it comes to Zero Ranger, I also appreciate some of its themes a heck of a lot more, because I think they work on multiple levels. Like the Buddhist concepts make sense in the context of this war that's being fought over the MacGuffin. And that you have to find a way to break the cycle of that war. That's a cycle of life and death, I suppose. Buddhism is obviously referring with that idea with like letting go and accepting the end of all things. I think. I don't actually know that much. When I started talking about this, I felt like I had more of a point. Oh well. But I think the Buddhism can be applied also in a meta sense to the cycle of life and death when playing a shoot 'em up. Being very ballsy here. And I'm perhaps not thinking enough, because I'm too busy yapping about stuff. But I think attaining enlightenment in the context of Zero Ranger, especially with some of the design decisions in the game, is to accept the experience of playing a shmup like that. At least I think that's one reading of it. So I can at least appreciate that. With Void Stranger, the only thing I can come up with that isn't a spoiler is devotion. It's a theme that's touched upon multiple times, but I think it's kind of one-dimensional. I get it. Certain characters care an awful lot about others, but so what in the grand scheme of things? Oh, well, that's kind of amazing. Anyway, no ill will or anything, I just felt like expressing my thoughts on something like that might be interesting. I think this unique module is good. I guess I kind of have to stand still to... well, not really. If I just aim well the whole time, it is gonna work out, I think. I'm gonna keep going for modules for the time being. Well, I have the holy water, so the ammo refill is irrelevant. Shield, maybe? Well, next is 4-3, so I don't care that much about that. Fair enough. I will say that, ignoring the story of Void Stranger, there's some utterly unforgettable bits of gameplay in that game that I can't really talk about, but if you know, you know. And even if the story genuinely made me angry, which it doesn't really, it just confuses me, I would still like Void Stranger, which I think shows the importance of gameplay. You know, an effective and coherent story still adds a lot. Like, Devil May Cry stands on the merits of its gameplay alone, but it's nice that the plot makes sense, the themes, as cheesy as they can be, are poignant. Or sincere, at least, you know, devils never cry. You can read that a few different ways. The way I see it is there's a distinction between a devil and a demon, with devil referring to character, and demon referring to, what's the word? Origin, I guess. Because there are some amicable demons, and obviously Sparta, the savior of humanity, is a pure demon who turned against his own people? I don't think so. Maybe ammo is useful as Skully. I need to think about it. You know, to have context behind great gameplay obviously makes the gameplay even better, because you care about what's happening. Maybe I've said a lot of fairly obvious things here, but hey, it's better than silence, I hope. Yeah, I can't say no to expansion port, but I can say no to both of these. Okay, my self-imposed challenges are kind of restricting me. But, you know, picking Trumpet and that other cart... Oh, how did I ignore those turrets? Picking either of those carts would have been not interesting, so yeah, that's why I'm doing that. You saw Trumpet, it just skips certain rooms. It can melt mini-bosses. The other cart simply helps you in melting mini-bosses, so it's perhaps even less interesting than Trumpet. Oh yeah, I had a laser bomb, I should have thought about that. Oh, I completely forgot. I kind of wanted to change my bomb loadout, because I did eventually do that when I was playing for myself. Damage, max ammo, refill ammo. I definitely want to take one of these, but if you can hear that sound, I think my cat is making noise. Sure. I guess I'll just replace this later. I think I'm fine with ditching some max ammo, although I guess I haven't been using half a fill yet, actually. So I'll do that for the fire rate. Oh yeah, they weren't connected. I can do both. Sure. Gotta pay attention to those things. That's my fault. It doesn't have to be more obvious. I'm just stupid. Damage and max out. Yeah. Wait, does the idle razor... It doesn't actually consume any ammo? At least when hitting these blocks. I guess that's something to keep in mind. Is that true of Razor in general? I just haven't been paying attention to that. By the way, about all my ramblings earlier, I have this tendency to think of things without actually saying them out loud, so if any of my points were unclear, just ask me to elaborate, I guess. Assuming I remember what I was thinking at the time later. Anyway. I guess I want bombs. That's a bit too much bombs. I could salvage one of the bombs, but edged casings. Uh-huh. So just all of the crit scaling. Cadmium alloyed rounds. Bioelectric spawn a temporary thunder head-on kill. I mean, that sounds really fun. Yeah. This was... yeah. I think that's good. This is not intentional symmetry. I just think that's the best choice. But hey, if it's pleasing, that's also good. Maybe I could bomb once here, and then get that. I see some weird extra projectiles there. Oh, that's what that looks like on loops, huh? That's not scary at all, no. No, sir. So I guess it's harder to macro dodge. Which is actually my method of dealing with that pattern, so that's effective enough. I want to see Chaosgod at this Hio loop. I am very curious about that. Is this actually... yeah, I think it is the best choice. Didn't I pick a full ammo? Oh yeah, I did. So, there. I could have bought the bombs, I forgot. Oh, I see the Thunderhead. Oh, that is very fun. Ah. I think I need to make a beeline for the, Seriously, I feel like Swarm Hosts don't do anything on loops in hard mode. That's not right. Were they nerfed to the point where even their default behavior doesn't do anything? Or do I just encounter them when I'm really strong? Something feels off, whatever the case. I do fear death. Stealth is fine, I guess? No, quickening. I just need to find a shield or something. Or just use more bombs, I guess. I have to say, I do like that items get destroyed when you leave rooms. Most items, anyway. I know some people don't like that, but I think it's a pretty good design decision. I don't think anyone should genuinely want to min-max every single item drop. Like, no. That should be unnecessary, at best. Oh yeah, I could dash through those flames. Gotta keep it in mind. Wait, how long do those... okay, they do expire. That's not a bad module. Yeah, so I could have ignored those Seekers and killed the Pipe of Beat because there was a Thunderhead there. Glad I remembered that. I think I can recover my multiplier, but now I'm worried. I think I'm really feeling the ammo, fire rate, and damage buff now. Oh. I think that's fine. Yeah, I would have left golden bombs on, because I think they can be pretty fun. Maybe I should have regenerated bombs first. Consistent source of a shield would have been nice. Now I'm looking for the secret room because I'm just not thinking. Maybe 2 bombs will be fine for the boss, hopefully. Okay. Absolutely doing that. I think this is the more important phase of the bomb. Maybe a shield will be enough for reactor core. I still have back shots, so that's pretty good. So that's 5% max ammo, as is that. So I guess I'll replace that. Maybe it doesn't really matter, but... Wait, so... Nope. It's probably here. Yeah, reactor core. Whoop. What is with me? I feel more distracted, and yet I'm kind of doing better. Had one more bomb, but that was still cutting it a bit too close for my liking. I will never underestimate Temple again. Path of Pain. Whatever I get from it will take effect pretty much immediately. The knockback on bombs is incredibly valuable. Keep that in mind if you've forgotten. Bombs don't just protect you from bullets. That angel would have run into me if they did. Ah, well, that's why you dodge any lingering attacks in a room. That's another reason I like that items get destroyed. You can't just cheese every single revenge attack, because you kind of get punished for it. I was gonna say something about why are swarm hosts nerfed into Oblivion when when mirror heads are pretty similar and they're fine, but mirror heads can be streamed and they're only in temples, so it does actually make sense. I know I could just leave, but I won't. Yeah, I suppose. Oh, the rain does stop if the staff dies. Doesn't really make any sense, but I won't argue with it. I kinda like razors, to be honest. Oh, there's just 5% fire, right? That's damage and max ammo, so... Second razor, sure. I think the last trial's probably going to include all of these mini-bosses. It's definitely going to have some rooms with temple enemies, I assume. And if the other trials are anything to go off, maybe some unique level design gimmick, like the blocks or the alarms. Or maybe just all of the gimmicks from the previous trials, I don't know. I figure speculation like that's kind of fun. At this rate, I think I'm leaving weapon troves to look for ammo refill modules before I go into Warden and Chaosgod. Okay, I'll get used to those guys, game. Keep throwing them at me. I was thinking if Ricochet would do anything with razors, but I guess razors return anyway, so... Well, maybe a little bit, actually. Before they start returning, they do bounce off the wall. I don't think that's how that is normally. Wow. 5 of those? I think this is a pretty good run. And yeah, I'm relying on the troves to give me some ammo, so we'll disregard the ammo choice. I noticed the trail going along the wall just slightly too late. I actually don't mind water. Though I'm not sure what it really does there. I guess it kind of slows you down, but there are no fire-based attacks there, I don't think. Oh, I can make him aim at the water to stop that from trailing along the walls. See, that's really cool, isn't it? I think those were coral tiles. It's a nice decoration. Ooh, flame rooms. Yes, please. Avoidance. Well, that was probably one of the least interesting flame rooms I've seen. Maybe it's more troublesome than I realized, though. Depending on your weapon choice, maybe those regenerating blocks can be annoying. Well, there's no guarantee I'll find. Oh, but by the time I... Wait a minute. Yeah, there is one more wing. And I have 2 weapon troves. Maybe I can reach 20 max life. Whatever that's worth. Right, half the bullets are phasing. And the Thunderhead was triggering the attack. Nice. That's pretty good. I'll stick to my bomb regen for now. But I'll definitely load up before the... Like, after the last attempt against Warden, I'm not taking any chances. I wonder what makes them dash, if it's just random or if it's if you try to dash towards them, they dash away. There is a pattern from this guy that I haven't seen yet, and I don't really understand why. Just lucky / unlucky, I guess. Now at this point it makes sense, I guess. Viral payload infested. Would I use corner sights at all? I don't think I would. Maybe infested is fun, but where do I even... I think it would be kind of costly. Like, what about these? No, backshot's good with ricochet. If I ditch one, I'd want to ditch the other. Actually, I guess bioelectric is pretty whatever. 4% damage. I don't think max ammo is that relevant. I guess I'm replacing one on kill effect with another. And maybe I do prefer it. What the hell? I have a shield. I'm maxed out on bombs. So both of those do nothing. The ammo could be something. And one life. I have no other crit chance, so that's kind of a no-go. That's probably good. Okay. Maybe this time shall be different. It'd be funny if I needed a third attempt, and on that attempt I had 3 razors, right? I should have waited. I was holding the fire button for no reason. Wasted ammo. Okay, these extra bullets are really throwing me off. I feel way stronger this time. Okay, dash through the fire, gotta remember that. But I don't think it would have been a good idea there. I guess that gives you a good reason to bomb. Oh, that's different. So much for learning something from past attempts. Wasn't too bad, I guess. Oh, this. I do like that pattern a lot. I'm sure there are even more differences here that I didn't see last time. It doesn't even say don't let it escape. One thing I noticed about Chaosgod before, when reviewing the footage, is that the AoE during the first interlude, the avoidance, right, is randomly offset. I think that's only going to get more extreme on higher loops, so I can't just memorize that avoidance. Pretty good change, honestly. I mean, the spread doesn't make it that much harder. I need to do better than that. I guess old methods still work. They gotta make slight adjustments, though. That was embarrassing. I just couldn't see the tell for where the bullets would go. I tried to get out of the way. That's really tough. Oh, and I was told that the duration of this avoidance scales with loop. So it becomes sort of an endurance thing later. The occasional dash can really help with that. Well, I think there was an extra wave of random bullets there. Okay, no, not this time. gonna say the quickening was unnecessary, but I would have spoken too soon. If I only bomb once, I do keep my excavation bomb, right? Does this scale with loops? That would be something. I'm not as worried now because seeing someone else's really old Chaosgod footage actually made me realize that the hitboxes on those black hole bullets are very small. Do I replace this thing? I guess this is really strong. Sure, I had enough fun with that, I suppose. Because this run isn't good enough, you know, I need to keep abusing everything, I suppose. So much for that excavation bomb. I wasn't thinking. Realized how good the dash is for creating gaps in streaming patterns. Almost feels made for that. I mean, maybe if I had piercing, but well, maybe I don't need razors so much. Maybe I could find piercing. I would have kept laser bombs. Wouldn't have disabled them. Because they are pretty fun. I don't think I need the other things. I get it, Idle, you're a jerk. I'm aware of this. Maybe having such a good build is an opportunity to learn a lot of loop exclusive rooms. Assuming I don't just power through them without thinking about them. Is that just fortune paying off a lot? Need to find a good opportunity to open a secret room on one of these. Oh, that's fun. I feel like there are a lot of those I haven't seen yet. Just barely missed that hard. How much is it gonna take? Should have figured. Huh? Is it because there are enemies in here? That does actually make sense. Never considered. Ah, that went too fast. I explained that. That's the trade-off. It's my fault. I suppose. I wonder if there are any attacks of Warden's gun phase that I haven't seen yet. Can I practice that in the mirror now that I've beaten him? Or I don't know, I'll have to check. I will admit, this particular Skully run feels like I've just entered easy mode all of a sudden, in spite of being on loop 8 in hard mode. Though I still want to experiment with Skully more. I guess it's fine. Yeah, because if I keep the rotation, then I'll still have to win as the much more difficult other ships I've picked. Yeah, I guess that card does. Oh. Okay. Kinda wish I picked weatherproof now. To show off the thing. Did you teach Warden to use guns? Is that what happened lore-wise? Thunderheads. How cool, I made it. Wait, do I even understand this pattern? I guess not. That's new. Oh, I see how that works. That's cute. Yes, really. Oh, does he just have all of the aces? Are those the unique items from him? I'm not a fan of effects that trigger when you get hit for, I guess, reasons I've explained before. What is... I guess this is useful just for that. Oh, that's a swarm bomb, of course. Did I ever pay attention to this? Have we met before? What? I mean, yeah. That's why I can even play as Skully, right? Now I have the opportunity to do this. That's pretty good. Nice. So I guess there are 4 unique items from Stormlord. Stormlord, yeah. What is this? Attack with a ring of blades on crit. That is a new one. But where do I even... Maybe I can ditch this. I keep the max life from it. I don't really need the swarmers. Oh yeah, the regular secret room is here. Ah, that's what that does. That's cool, I guess. Maybe I can replace my razor. An additional back shot with... Huh. What am I doing? Did you notice what happened there? I pressed 2 buttons before I pressed tab, and it resulted in that. I think I'd rather just replace the razor. This is fine, but I think I have to replace too many things in a way that is inconvenient. I still like the back shot and ricochet. Okay, so what's size 2, I suppose. Okay, 2 back shots. Yep. When it comes to the rotation of characters, if my calculations are right, I'll do loop 13 as Arms Master. So look forward to that. Maybe all the effects on Skully are distracting me a little bit. Nah. Right, bandage. I guess this time my silence is coming from a little bit of fatigue. I got up early today and I went around town. So I guess that's something to talk about, but that's it. I have nothing more to add. That's cool. You're forced to fight one of those, and backshot is bad in that room. It's another good use of those invincibility shields. Forced to let an enemy get upgraded. Oh, that... At least I got the heart back, but that felt bad. I guess the Ring of Razors kind of works with the sword. So I can take advantage of both. I have just enough incentive to get up close like that. Need to be more comfortable with the enemies to do that, though. One at a time, I guess. Wasn't there a... Huh. I'm a bit weirded out by those metal blocks sticking around. Maybe I wasn't paying attention to something. Nah. Maybe this is better, actually. And one ricochet is good enough. Or one backshot is good enough. And double ricochet might do more. Especially with the, what was it, fire rate? Yeah. Still nowhere and monolith, and yeah, I need to still pay attention. Huh? Oh, that's cool. I don't think I've seen that before. That's fun. Ominous fan. Like a machine fan. Well, I do have... So maybe 10% crit chance is fine. And I can ditch the razors. And then I can just have the sword for defensive purposes. I don't think I've ever done this much replacing, but want to try stuff out. Oh, like Grimm's Scythe. That's fun. I mean, of course it's like that. I was not expecting those Chaosgod bullets there. Is that an additional revenge attack, or what am I missing? I guess you can pick what order they're used in, but I don't really care right now. Really? Can't excavate there, I guess. Yeah, I should leave. Well, now I'm just curious. Oh, doesn't do anything. Just shows the icon for some reason. Maybe because they added a juice box to the game, they felt bandage didn't need to be changed. I can understand that. I think if I dash through a fireball bullet like that, the whole thing might disappear, which would be pretty strong. Yeah, even without ammo, I feel really powerful right now. I don't know if I said it earlier, but in that whole discussion I had about Void Stranger, I came to a conclusion that pretty much sums up how I feel. For better or for worse, Void Stranger's story is like several seasons, spin-offs, and/or side stories of an anime series crammed into a single indie game. That's how I feel about it. I think that's quite apt. I'm actually quite confident here. I'm gonna chalk this whole run up to Skully, a Skully high roll. This can't be normal. I guess I can stop firing to retarget the scythe. Something to think about, I suppose. I already have one, and it's much better than that. although I'm not sure how much of an effect it's having. I do appreciate the nowhere damage nerf. If that's all the damage I have, then eh. But it's affecting my bonus damage from the temple card, then. And yeah, it's making enough of a difference. I still have to try. Enemies aren't just gonna vaporize. Strong enough without ammo, so... Since I'm still giving you all the silent treatment, I'll just wrap this up. So yeah, straight to the Nimbus. Twofold underwater. That's kind of cool. It's probably easier though. If it was the opposite, if their bullets were faster, then that would be tough. Okay, I'll bite. And again. Maybe the shield could be good. I'll ditch a ricochet for it. And I guess there's this as well. Should probably hacked it. But then again, this is here. Which I totally knew before I shot it. Yeah. I'll just salvage it, it's fine. I do need scrap, actually, for... Also, the key salvage is for more, the deeper in you are. I really hope that it salvages here. I actually don't think I've done this before. I would say that I'm getting some late night practice, but the drill, not the drill, the sword kind of messes it up. Like I could have taken an extra hit or two there without the sword. I'm already gonna say that quickening was irrelevant. I'm reaching the point where I don't need it anymore. Well, if this run isn't just a fluke, which it does feel like one. Oh, I have 3 bombs. This run is silly. Those attacks are pretty hard to react to, aren't they? I guess the bombs are good here. Extra scrap. Quite a bit of extra scrap. I'm glad I thought of that. Though I guess phase 2 would have been the time to use the gold bomb. I think that's where there are the most bullets. Actually, those are pretty high value scrap items. How do gold bombs work now? I don't remember them giving you that much. Keys salvaged. Excellent. Looking good. Once again. Yeah, it's more like I had a lot of leeway on that run, and I forgot about the blessing secrets. Didn't need them. Just visiting. I think I saw someone else get that. I guess that was a pretty good Skully seed if you want to try it. And before I forget, I don't want mirror bombs. I think they're kind of weak. Nor do I want time bombs, because spending that much time without enemies being able to shoot is kind of lame if you ask me. Laser bombs are fun to use. Freeze bombs, I think they completely stop enemies in their tracks now. I saw someone use a freeze bomb against Chomper, and that's what happened. But I like the bombs that deal damage and the ones that make me rich, so I'm gonna do that. It's not gonna take too long to afford this, assuming. Like 1 or 2 more runs, maybe? Cool. Next time, Arena Blaster. Thank you for watching.